So I am gonna talk to you a little bit about my skincare regimen. I pretty much have like a 17 step because that's just who I am. I did recently start to add this Kula to it. It has tan in it because, as you can tell, I'm extremely pale, so it adds just a little bit of color. But don't forget, because I did once, wash your hands after you apply this. So I do this step first, go wash my hands. I already did it this morning. And then the next thing that I started doing was using Glossier's Super Bounce. It has vitamin B and stuff in it, which I kind of like. It's like a little serum that I put on. I have extremely dry skin, so I have to put as many layers of hydration onto my body. And I do like to get under my neck because I have this fear that I'm already starting to get it. The little, like the turkey neck. I would call it that, I think. And then I also use their Super Glow. You can actually get it in a 2-pack. I think it's like $30 for both of them, which in my opinion for skincare, I'm willing to spend whatever I can if it works. So I put these two on. Oh, and the Kula is a little bit, it kind of leaves your face a little wet, kind of like these serums do. So make sure that you do give it, I use the time that I get up to go wash my hands to let it dry and kind of really get into the skin, because it does have anti-aging in it, which this girl needs. But I do get complimented on my skin. So I guess it's working. Sometimes I will use this little guy, the Nip and Fab. I love this, but I don't really use it. I don't really know if I need to keep using this with all my other 17. So I do normally put that one on first, but I've been kind of switching it up, seeing which one works best. And then I will sometimes use, so in my FabFitFun box, which I love, by the way, you get so many good products, is Kate Somerville's goat milk moisturizer. Definitely gonna have to repurchase this because it's amazing. I do sometimes use this during the day depending on the weather, and I definitely use it at night. But then my next real step is my Murad. It's Perfecting Day Cream. It has SPF in it. It's the Age Reform line. Their Age Reform line has a lot of hydration in it. I don't use all of their products anymore. I mostly just use this because, as you can tell, I'm not really good with the sun, so I need to have as much SPF on as possible. So that's kind of my moisturizer. Sometimes when I wake up, I will do this little beauty, a little Grace and Stella. It's their Spray All Day. I really like using this first before anything if I'm going to. This is when I really need to be woken up in the morning, but I've already had some coffee and worked out a little bit, so I don't really need it. And then in other videos, I'll show you my makeup steps, kind of what I do. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, so I don't really use that much stuff. But that's kind of my hydration situation. Then, of course, I use lotion all over my body. I actually have pretty dry skin, so I have to use lotion. And I'll use anything that has shea butter in it or... sorry, I just need to show you guys. Can we talk about this? Always backing his booty up into me. Can't do anything without this dog around me. But he's cute. And then I do have like little steps that I use at night. Sometimes I'll use the Kate Somerville at night, especially if I have makeup on. I'll take all my makeup off with a makeup wipe or that. I think it's called the Original Makeup Eraser. It's like the pink cloth. I actually really like that. It's nice on your skin. So I'll take all that off. I'll do the Kate Somerville, or I'll do this little beauty, which is also something that I got in my FabFitFun. It is this dude. And then I'll add all the names and everything into the blog post for you. But this is really nice. It makes your skin feel really good and it smells really good. And then I will sometimes also use this pomade that I put on. Again, very dry skin. This actually helps me throughout the night. And then I do have some Summer Fridays that one of my really good friends got me for my first birthday trip to London for my 30th. It's the jet lag one. I personally probably don't use it right. I like the way it makes my skin feel, so I'll put it on at night. You're supposed to wash it off, but I don't wash it off. My skin's so dry, it doesn't matter. And then I'll also use the Veda oil to put on those real dry days. So when it's really cold here in Florida, which is like 2 days out of the year, I have to put extra stuff on my face. But yeah, that's kind of all I do for my morning routine. I'll wake up and do that first thing to get me going after I put some contacts in because I'm blind. But yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.